From the largest avalanche Nepal has ever seen catching a local village off guard on a hot and sunny day, to the incredible moment a fearless horse faces off against a massive and angry alligator, here are 13 more minutes of unbelievable moments. Nepal is a landlocked country in South Asia that's basically surrounded on all sides by the Himalayan mountains. There are 14 mountains in the world that are more than 8,000 meters high, and 8 of them are in Nepal. Mount Everest actually sits on the border of Nepal and Tibet. However, steep mountainsides mixed with heavy snow only equal one thing: avalanches. And Nepal is no stranger to giant walls of snow barreling down the side of the Himalayan mountains. In mid-November of 2021, one avalanche sent an entire village running for the hills.
ओए फेरि आयो माथिबाट ओए पुरै भत्क्यो दाइ ल पुरै माथिबाटै भत्क्यो ओए माथिबाटै भत्क्यो त ल ओए ओ मारे ओ ओ नो 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 ओए ओ सबै भेट्यो सब खतम भयो ला Oh my god. Oh fuck. आयो गाउँमै आयो त तल हिँड्नु तल 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 यताबाट तल Oh fuck. Look at that. Oh fuck. Oh. Oh my god. Look at that. Oh fuck. Oh. Oh my god.
Our brave cameraman stands in and records what looks like nothing. Then, you can see snow sliding down the mountain in the distance. It doesn't look dangerous, but within 3 minutes, the wall of ice, snow, and dirt cascades over the hill and heads straight for the town. Villagers scatter, trying desperately to outrun the avalanche. Thankfully, our cameraman makes it out without a scratch. The avalanche fell for 30 minutes straight and injured 11 people. An entire classroom of children had to flee their desks, and many residents evacuated after the fact, worried that there was more to come. Running from the snow must have given our cameraman the biggest adrenaline rush of his life. But we're willing to bet that he doesn't want to run that race again. Payne's Prairie Preserve State Park is a 21,000-acre park in northern Florida. Tourists can see over 270 species of birds, American alligators, and even small packs of cracker horses. Of course, the animals are bound to meet in the wild. So, what happens when one of those horses crosses paths with an alligator? Well, back in April of 2017, Crystal Berry and her friends found out the answer. The group stumbled upon an alligator in the middle of the road, just as a herd of horses was getting ready to cross. That's when one horse decided to face the gator head-on and, well, you can probably imagine what happened next. Concerned for the health of both animals, Crystal asked the park rangers if they'd inspect the damage. They informed the group that neither animal showed signs of injury. Then again, we wouldn't go near a pissed-off alligator that may or may not have a concussion. So, who would win in a fight? The horse or the alligator? The average horse has a kick force of 2,000 psi, which could easily kill you if it gets you in the head. Meanwhile, the American alligator has a bite force of over 2,100 psi, meaning they could do severe damage with one chomp. So, declaring a winner depends on who gets who first. In this video, round 1 clearly goes to the horse. Ants are pretty incredible creatures. The constructive marvels they can pull off, given the size of their brain and physical bodies, is impressive to say the least. Now, you've seen plenty of anthills in your day, but have you ever seen an ant bridge? Back in 2018, Francisco Boni, a Brazilian electrical engineer, walked outside to see a literal army of ants invading a wasp nest. Now, it may look like the ants are just climbing across a rope, but that whole thing is made entirely of ants. As Boni gets closer, you can see the ants moving back and forth across the bridge as they carry bits of the hive and maybe some honey. We're sure Boni is just happy that he didn't walk into it. But how did the bridge form, and why didn't the ants just go across the roof? Dr. Daniel Kronauer, a neurobiology professor and all-around ant expert, explained what happened. We'll try to simplify it for you. The roof is slippery, so a line of ants probably formed between the edge and the hive. But as that line got heavier, it dropped down, creating the unusual loop that we're looking at. Pretty cool. Now, nobody likes getting caught in a storm. If you've ever found yourself outside without an umbrella, then you definitely know what we mean. For these people in Queensland, Australia, though, a little rain would definitely have been better than the violent hailstorm they got caught in. It doesn't seem that bad at first, but trust me, just wait.
Oh no. Don't move, guys.
By the video's climax, hailstones cover the family's yard and street. Finally, the violence subsides, and the hail turns into the rain they hoped for. The November of 2019 hailstorm was so bad that the Australian Insurance Council declared it a catastrophe that caused $40 million in damage. Over 5,000 claims flooded into the office, mostly for damaged vehicles. One car lot filed claims on 200 cars, and a farmer reported $200,000 worth of damage. It's a miracle nobody got hurt in the storm, because I don't think even an umbrella would have helped all that much. The Kulu district of Himachal Pradesh is famous for its tourist treks through the Himalayan mountains. It's home to several ancient settlements and known for the extreme landscapes native to northern India. While some businesses make their money going across the Himalayas, others go underneath. While excavating a tunnel, workers had to scramble for their lives when they saw pebbles falling from the roof. Those pebbles were a telltale sign of imminent disaster, but no one was prepared for what was about to happen next.
पीछे पीछे आ जाओ पीछे आ जाओ
At first, all seemed calm, but you can hear the panic growing in their voices as the video rolls on. Eventually, the entire roof caves in, forcing the workers to run for their lives, leaving the expensive equipment to perish in the rubble. Keep your eye on the excavator to get a sense of how much debris fell. It begins pretty far away from the back wall. By the end, it's almost kissing the pile of rocks. Thankfully, and perhaps miraculously, none of the workers got hurt in the collapse. If I were them, though, I'd definitely be reconsidering my career choice after a close call like that. Winter sports like skiing and snowboarding come with their fair share of danger. The average recreational skier flies down the mountain between 10 and 20 miles per hour, which doesn't sound that fast on paper, but is fast enough if you're careening into a tree. This Russian snowboarder didn't have any trees in sight. In fact, he wasn't even going that fast at all. Instead, he encountered a danger familiar to free mountain skiers and snowboarders: sheer cliffs.
Ого-го! Ёб твою!
Now, we can't tell where he came from, but he definitely ended up on the wrong side of the mountain. There is no situation where you should be that close to the main road, and you can tell how indecisive he is by how often he starts and stops. Eventually, gravity takes over, and our Russian snowboarder plummets towards a 50-foot overhang. Thankfully, he slams on the brakes and stops in the nick of time. His snowboard hangs over the free fall below as he takes a sigh of relief. So, would he have been okay? According to the medical reference book titled Trauma Anesthesia, anything over 48 feet leaves the victim with a 50% chance of survival. Was that fall worth a coin flip for this Russian snowboarder? Probably not. If you enjoyed this video, then be sure to click the link on screen now to see another just like it. With that, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.